You all are well today? Everyone is fine? Please show me your thumbs up if you all are feeling good. Okay, very good. So children, Reshma ma'am did sentences with you. Okay? And in the last class, she gave you an exercise. Do you remember that? Did you all do that? Okay, so I am just going to give you answers of that exercise, okay? We'll do it quickly and then we'll move on to the next topic. So, your exercise was you had to read the sentences and state their kinds, okay? So, the first sentence was, please tell me what happened. So, this is a request. Please and kindly sentences. Okay. Please and kindly sentences. These are requests. So this is imperative. Okay. This is imperative sentence. The second was, does he eat a banana every day? So does he eat a banana every day is a question. So what do we call questions? We call them interrogative sentences. Okay. So this is interrogative sentence. Then the third sentence was, children, how melodiously she sings. How melodiously she sings. So this is an expression of feeling. You are happy at something. You are excited to see, to hear something. So this is exclamatory sentence. Okay, exclamatory sentence. Then fourth one is, I do not read science fiction. I do not read science fiction. So this is a simple statement. Okay, no request, no order, no command, no advice, no suggestion, no question. So it's a simple statement. So what do we call such sentences? Declarative sentences. Okay, or you can call them assertive also. Fine. Then fifth one is, never lose your patience. Never lose your patience is an advice. Okay, is an advice. And what is an advice? What kind of sentence it is? When you give somebody some advice, it is imperative. Okay. So this is all about your exercise of the last chapter. Now I will move on to a new topic, children, and that will be nouns. Nouns is a very familiar topic to all of you. You have been studying about nouns all these years. Okay. So we'll go through the nouns very quickly in one or two classes. And now, what is noun? What is a noun, beta? Noun is a, you have always read, noun is the name of a person, place, animal, thing, okay, feeling or idea even. So let's make it even simpler, okay. So noun is the name of anything. You name anything, you name people, you name things, you name ideas. So noun is the name of anything. Have you seen that ad on the television? The Amazon ad where she says, what is silbatta called in English? Have you seen that ad? Yes, you have seen. So now it is important to know what is that particular thing which is used to make chutney. Okay, what is that particular thing called? Making chutney in the traditional way. So you need to know the name of that thing. Okay, so what is silbatta actually called in English? It is called grinding stones. Okay, or it is also called slab and mullah. Okay, slab and mullah. So this is the name of that particular thing which we use traditionally to make chutney. So that is why now you needed to know the name so that you can search it up somewhere and buy it. names are very important. You name everything so that you can connect with it. Okay. So let's understand it simply. Okay. Now suppose this you can see here on the screen. This is a black or dark green color thing. It is rectangular in shape. Okay. And the teacher writes on it with a chalk. So what is it called? It is called a blackboard. Okay. So we definitely name it. Okay. Now, we have Meet Satija here. Meet Satija 6B. Yes. So what is Meet Satija? We have Nilay Arora. Then we have Chinmay Chabra 6C. Yes. And we have Lakshya Jain 6C. All these are boys. All these are boys. Yes. So a person with short hair who doesn't like to wear a frock at all. Yes, boys do not like to wear a frock. Now, so person with short hair, good height, mostly wearing pants and shirts. We call them boys. Okay. Now, if I name this boy, now there are several boys in your school. There may be thousands of boys in your uh, there may be thousands of boys in your school. Okay. So you have to know them, to connect to them, you have to name them. Okay. So like we have Lakshya here, Kushagra here, Nigel. We have Rudra Pratap of 6A. Then we have Rudraksh Jain of 6B. Okay. So all these we have named them. So when we name a particular boy, like suppose I write here Rudraksh. Now what is the difference? This was a common noun because boys are many boys are there. But if you name the boy, then it becomes the proper noun. Okay. So Rudraksh is the proper noun. Okay. I know you all know about it, but because we are starting from the basic, very basic, we have to go through all this. Okay, for your better understanding. Now, you all make a scenery. Can you see this little scenery I have made on the blackboard? Yes, children, can you see? Can you see? So what is this thing in blue color? The thing in blue color, this is river. Okay, this is river. Fine. So now, if I write river here, river. Now there may be many rivers in India and in the world. There may be many rivers, na children? But if we name a particular river, so if we call it Ganga, or if we call it Yamuna, or if we call it Kaveri, then it becomes a proper noun. Okay? So river was common noun and Ganga is proper noun. River is common noun and Ganga is proper noun. Do you get it? Suppose I talk of an animal which is called cow. Okay. gives milk also, so we call that animal cow. Now cow will be a common noun. There can be many cows. But if suppose I have a cow at my home and I name it Nandini, then it will be a proper noun. Okay? So children, do you understand the difference between common and proper noun now? Have you understood? Yes? Have you understood? Okay, very good. Ananya Kalra, please get up, sit up and sit down. Drink a glass of water, beta. Refresh yourself. Okay. Let's move on further. I will share screen with you, children. I want to show you. Wait a minute. I'm sharing screen with you. Oh, children have started scribbling. Very good. Sanidhya, Jivesh, Shaurya. I'm going to put you out of the class. Stop scribbling. How do I erase this out? Dhruv, very good. Yes, all these names I can see here who are scribbling, and I will definitely remove you from my class. Children, just remember, you are not here for all this nonsense. Yes. So, let's. Okay. So here you can see. Just show you. Okay. Here. So, I just taught you about proper nouns and common nouns. A noun which names a particular person, place or thing is called a proper noun. So, Sachin names a particular person, Jaipur names a particular place, Hindustan Times names a particular newspaper. So, all these are proper nouns. Then we have common nouns. A noun that gives a common name to persons, places, or things of the same kind is called a common noun. So, book, pen, river, mountain, train, bird, animal, city, these are all common nouns. Okay. Now, next we move on to abstract noun, children. Wait a minute. The settings take time, children. Okay. Should we stop? Okay. Yes. You can see me, all of you. You can see me now. Can you see me, Deepak? Avika? Yes, very good. So now the third kind of noun. We move on to the third one, and that is abstract. Abstract. Now, what is abstract noun, children? Something which you cannot touch and see. Something which you can only feel. Okay? So, if I say love, so you cannot see love, you cannot touch love, but yes, you can always feel the love. Okay? So, your mama may be sick, but she gets up for you in the morning, makes your breakfast. She might not have it herself, but makes it for you and makes it sure that you have your breakfast and you are ready for your studies. So that is love, which you can only feel. You cannot see or touch that. You can only feel that. Okay. So now this kind of emotion, you saw your mama doing it. Now you want to name this emotion. So how would you name it? You will call it love. Okay. So abstract nouns which cannot be touched, which cannot be seen, but you can always feel. Okay. So love is an abstract noun. Similarly, anger. You are very angry at your friend. He didn't come in your birthday party. So you are angry. Now what to call that emotion? You will call that anger. Okay, you have a stomach ache because instead of one, you ate 3 samosas. Okay, and now your stomach is aching. What to call that? Pain. Okay, ache. So these are emotions which cannot be seen, which cannot be touched, but which can only be felt. These are abstract nouns. Okay. Now, fourth, the last kind of noun which is left is collective noun. Collective noun. Okay. Now, what is a collective noun? See, as the name tells you. Okay, Avika, it is very good to see you. You are so attentive, smiling, and everybody should smile. Give me a smile. Sarthak, Divyam, Divyam. Yes, yes, Vishal Jain, Nipun Gupta, Rishit Mathur. Okay, Vinayak, Aditya Khandelwal, all of you. Very good, very good. Good to see you smiling. Very good. Children, any kinds of doubts, we will deal with them on Saturday. Okay? Saturday doubt class. Fine? Is that clear to you? Saturday, you will not have any online class. You only have doubt classes. So, Saturday will deal with doubts. Okay? Is that fine? Okay. Yes. Now, as the name suggests, the collection, when there is not one thing but a collection of things, then we call it collective noun. Like a bunch of keys. Okay. Or we can say army. When you think of the word army, what comes to your mind? Okay. A collection of soldiers. So that is called army. Then a fleet of ships or cars. So all these are collective nouns. Let me share the screen with you once more. What? soldiers is army. A collection of keys or grapes is bunch. A collection of dogs is called pack. A collection of ships or cars is called fleet. Okay. Now, children, we have a small exercise for you. Okay. We have a small exercise for you. Exercise 1. You all can see it on your board. Children, please take the screenshot or just take a mobile and take a snap, or if you can write, then you please write it. Arnav Kabra, what's going on there, beta? Arnav Kabra, I can't see you. Akshat Goyal, I can't see you. Ishan Jain. Yes. So, this is an exercise for you. Please take it down. You have to do it. This is your homework. Okay? I will read it out to you. Pick out the nouns in the following sentences. Say whether they are proper, common, abstract, or collective. The first one is Virat Kohli is the captain of the team. He is an inspiring leader. Second one, the fleet of ships has returned to the port. Third one, the deer grazing in the field were chased away by a pack of wolves. Children, I get distracted when I see children not attentive in class. Okay? And they are playing with the pillows and they are doing some other activities which should not be done in a class. Okay? So I will remove such children as I am doing now. So the fourth sentence is our principal has both wisdom and knowledge. Fifth one is doctors use a thermometer to measure temperature. So you have got these 5 sentences. What you have to do is you have to underline the nouns. Okay, pick out the nouns and you have to state their kind. Okay, whether they are abstract, whether they are collective or common or proper. Okay. So in tomorrow's class, I'm going to discuss with you these answers. Okay. Yes. So I think that's enough for today. And tomorrow we'll again meet and we'll take the topic further. We'll do a few exercises. And this exercise which I have given you for homework, you will do it today. And tomorrow you are going to be ready with the answers. Okay? Is that clear? Is that clear? Okay. Ishan Jain. Yes, very good. Fine. So, children,